Every word is a concept. Nisargadatta said, forget me, forget my words, forget my teachings. It means the words are concepts. Whatever is a concept is not what is. Yes, yet at the same time there is nothing wrong with the words. They just point to the unknown, to that which cannot be described. We have to express it somehow, so we have to use a concept to express it, but this is why the mind cannot grasp it, the thoughts. It's that which is non-conceptual that understands it, which is not mind understanding. It's energetic. So I wouldn't say spiritual, I wouldn't say like understanding, because we go knowledge. It's not the knowledge, it's actually knowing. Like whatever appears on the unknown. And all the appearances, just a whole and complete. It's like clear space of knowing. What is? Or what is there is, or there is what is. Already whole and complete, whatever appears. What we are, prior to thought, cannot be described. So really, only the silence can explain that. It doesn't mean that we need to be quiet and silent, because that silence is overpowering. But the stillness and the silence maybe feel like the best, because each time we use the words, which are pointers, we might go into a concept, meaning mind, the thought. So we try to understand it with the thought. But there is nothing to understand with the knowledge. There's a pure knowing that is prior to the knowledge. There is natural intelligence which is prior to human intelligence. And we were never separate from it. It has been cognized, takes to be recognized. And we might say there is longing for that. That somehow, as long as there is a longing, there is subtle, at least subtle sense of separation. Or that longing not to be separate. We long, or there is longing not to be separate. And what is seeking? The seeking is wholeness, which appears as seeking, apparently. As separation is still absolute expression of what is, as everything else. And there is nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with seeking. There is nothing wrong with the dream. There is nothing wrong with appearances. It's all just happening or not. And it's all whole and complete already. Yet, there is someone who believes there is someone separate, They believe they're a separate consciousness. I have consciousness of something. I'm separate. I'm very special. And that one wants to get out what is, to enter what is, or to see what is, apparently, without realizing it has never left it, could never leave it. Nothing can leave the space. Apparently there is a time and space in this illusory world. But there is nothing outside of that space. So whatever happens, it's already in a space. It's whole and complete. All is energy. Movement, whether it's subtle or not, but all is energy. And prior to that, there's not even energy. It's that I manifested it. Noumena, the unknown, that we truly are, cannot be described. Yet, this body form is in a world, apparently, and cause events, good or bad, pleasant, painful, happy, sad, love and hate. All of this is a concept or conditioning. And again, there is nothing wrong with that. But there is nothing good or bad, but the thinking makes it so, as Shakespeare says it. Meaning, there is nothing wrong prior to thought. So there could be a bit of a pause. In that pause, we get a taste of our true nature. The stillness and the silence. And that's undescribable. It's got no quality. It's got no gender. Yet we cannot stop the thoughts. We can just pause them for a little while. As long as we are in this world, apparently, in illusion, the thoughts will come up, the feelings and emotions, for no one. The point is to see what is thinking, what is feeling. Is there something here that feels, that thinks, that has emotions, that has longing? There was a sense of presence when we came into this world. But I could not stand on its own, so it needed something else. It needed to say, I am such and such, I am that. Formed apparent object and subject, relating. And started relating everything to that imaginary, separate entity. But what everything is, what this apparent body's expression, its unique expression of that. One, which is not even one. There is none. There is nothing, no thing. But the one that believes they're separate doesn't want to be nothing, no thing. So it accumulates more to feel safe and secure. Accumulates family first, parents, relatives, knowledge, education, family, children, spouses, husbands, wives, money, status, houses, cars, important title, VIP, ignorant, separate title. I'm very important little blob in this universe. I've got a self-center, the imaginary separate. One said the dream character. And in the end of their life, mostly, some might realize or recognize that what they were searching for was not an object. And there was never an object. Everything was that has never left them. That which they were searching for could never satisfy them or make them happy, regardless how much they accumulated. Millions and millions, and the best status, the important name, lots of money, the best place to live in, the best house, could not fulfill them. It is still a miserable little me, apparently. And some might realize they were never separate from that they were searching for, from the stillness and the silence of the ocean. They always were. So the wave never left the ocean. It was ever wet, no dry pieces in it. The whole and complete ocean, not a drop. The entire ocean in a drop, not a drop in the ocean. Ever, always, and only that. Never separate. Ever home. The coziness of home has never left, regardless where they were. If they took a flight to go to the best beach, to the most famous beach, the sunniest, the most expensive hotel, it's ever there. They realize sometimes, or not, it has never left the beauty of that which they are, the stunningness of that. Could be in a spot of a carpet, could be in a falling leaf in their garden, could be on a coffee table in their lounge, on a couch. Home was always where the heart was, the universal heart. And was always in what is, in isness of each moment, with no resistance. In letting go for no one, in a flow, in a changing, constant change, unstoppable change by anyone. Yet feelings and emotions will still come up for no one. And sometimes, similarly as in a dream might seem vivid when we are chased by someone, to be killed, to be hurt. And and the dream character wakes up and the body feels the anxiety, or heart beating faster, but it goes away. So thought arises, then feeling and emotion, one and the same thing. Body might feel it a little, but it dissolves quicker because there is no dwelling on it as much. We're recognizing who we truly are. We're recognizing we're never separate from anything else. Yet, body ache is just what's happening, and there's nothing wrong in going and seeing a doctor, a psychologist. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just what's happening. It's what appears and what is. In actual fact, there is only unborn. And as Nisargadatta said, may those born children be as happy as the unborn. So, you are unborn. Thank you.